I'm coming in here to beat his ass. He gonna come, he gonna be tough, strong, but I'm coming to whoop his ass. I stand by that. I stand by that. I'm fucking him up. Yeah. I'm fucking him up.
You guys need, this is what boxing needs. This is why we're here. We're here to take over. Now we got this lightweight coming up to super lightweight to come over here and dethrone the champ. And
Shakur Stevenson almost brawl with Teofimo Lopez in latest press conference, and it was pure chaos. The slap sent shockwaves through the room, turning a routine press event into a near-fight spectacle. Fans are calling it the most intense stare down in recent memory, while analysts suggest this could set the stage for a fiery, no-holds-barred showdown in the ring.
Shut me up.
Shakur,
shut me up.
Real quick, Shakur.
I'm right here. Shut me up. Shut me up. Hello.
Lopez's comments weren't just talk. They lit the fuse for the near brawl at the press conference. Questioning Stevenson's stamina and readiness at 140 pushed tempers to the edge, nearly exploding into chaos. Fans on social media went wild, calling it one of the tensest face-offs in recent boxing history, proving this fight's drama starts well before the first bell.
Really is that if you look for the knockout, you won't get it. You know, I think really it's just all about setting the good pace early in the beginning rounds and then going from there, setting that tone. I think that I don't see him going those 12 rounds. This is his first time moving up.
Duke McKenzie isn't holding back, and his critique adds fuel to the fire ahead of Stevenson versus Lopez. Calling Shakur not world-class has stirred debates across social media, with fans defending Stevenson's skill and composure. This kind of dismissal is exactly what ignites tension in press conferences, setting the stage for the near brawl and proving that hype, perception, and ego play just as much a role as fists in modern boxing drama.
I don't think he's world-class. He's not really my cup of tea. I mean, I don't look at boxing probably the way you do or most sort of fans do. I look at it from
Simon Jordan's take highlights just how volatile face-offs can get in boxing. From spitting incidents to trash talk, fighters push boundaries to gain psychological edges, and Stevenson versus Lopez was no exception. Standing in each other's faces, tempers flared, nearly igniting a brawl. Social media exploded as fans debated whether these confrontations are part of the show or a real warning. The tension, history, and bravado make every press event a powder keg waiting to blow.
An egg in his face. I mean, how many times have we seen boxers do things that they shouldn't do? You know, we saw Derek Chisora spit on Vitaly Klitschko.
We didn't need that.
I'm not offended by it.
But you don't need Tyson.
Lopez isn't mincing words, he's making it clear that this face-off is about more than hype. Moving up to 140 and facing Stevenson, he's taking no chances. This is action over talk. That tension in the room nearly spilled into a brawl, with egos and history clashing before a single bell. Fans on social media are split, analysts are buzzing, and it's obvious. Lopez wants to assert dominance, reclaim his space, and force Stevenson to prove himself in the ring.
Fight the best, and he's real close to Crawford, very close to him. And I think that, you know, Crawford has high hopes of him, high expectations on Shakur, and what better way? You know, I tried other ways that didn't work, and that's just part of me just learning. So I think now it's better just to do it with action, you know, let the fist talk. And now he's here, you know, and like you said, I was 2 divisions ahead of him at one point in time. Now he's here going up to my division at 140 and trying to reclaim and claim everything.
The Stevenson-Lopez press conference proved exactly what this quote says: polarizing. Some see the near brawl as over-the-top drama, but others are loving the intensity and fire before the fight even begins. Social media is buzzing with clips, reactions, and debates over who's the bigger provocateur. Analysts argue that this is the kind of pre-fight tension that sells fights, spikes ratings, and gives fans a glimpse of the psychological warfare that's already begun long before they enter the ring.
But I do feel it's maybe what the sport doesn't need, and yet many people are saying, no, it's great, you watch it. Everybody wants to go to that fight.
This fight isn't just about skill, it's about chaos. As the quote says, anything can happen on fight night. Stevenson and Lopez have already pushed tempers to the brink, almost brawling during the press conference. Scripts and predictions go out the window when two elite fighters meet with egos and pride on the line. Fans are hyped. Social media is buzzing, and analysts are reminding everyone that in boxing, the unexpected often decides the story.
You don't know what's going to happen because it's different on that day than any other day. It just sort of scripts go out the...
Eddie Hearn breaks it down perfectly. Stevenson's ring IQ is elite, but Lopez brings the raw power and athleticism to make this a real spectacle. This clash of styles adds fuel to the pre-fight tension that nearly erupted into a brawl at the press conference. Fans online are dissecting every word and predicting who will dominate. It's clear. The combination of brains, aggression, and unpredictability makes this fight a powder keg, and the energy is already explosive.
I think I don't know how good the fight will be, but I think Shakur is, again, like pound for pound, IQ-wise, I think he's even up there with a Terence and those kind of guys, you know. I think the difference with Boots is he's got the defensive mastercraft, and he also has the aggressive power to turn your lights out, and I think that's quite...
Johnny Nelson doesn't sugarcoat it. He's pointing to the physical toll and fatigue that can decide fights before a punch is thrown. With Stevenson and Lopez, conditioning and stamina will be key, especially after a press conference that almost erupted into a brawl. Fans on social media are dissecting every statement, debating whether Lopez can keep up with Stevenson's speed and IQ. Nelson's blunt observation reminds everyone that talent alone won't win. The body and legs must deliver under pressure.
And I said, look, if you're to believe that he had the best training camp, his legs have gone. And if I've got it wrong...
Shakur Stevenson's mindset shows why he's a top-tier fighter. He acknowledges Lopez's skill and knows this isn't going to be an easy night, but he's mentally and physically prepared. That confidence is what fuels the tension in press conferences and nearly led to a brawl as egos clash before the fight even starts. Social media has erupted with fans praising Stevenson's composure while questioning Lopez's reaction. This is more than a fight, it's a chess match in the ring, and Stevenson is clearly ready to push himself to the limit.
Because I wanted to push myself. I know that Teo is a tremendous fighter. I know he's on an extremely high level. And I feel like, well, I know that I can beat him, but I know that this should be a tough test. So.
Rolly Romero emphasizes Stevenson's brilliance inside the ring, highlighting his elite boxing IQ. This intelligence, combined with his experience, is exactly why the press conference escalated. Lopez knows he's up against a cerebral fighter who studies, reacts, and adjusts. Fans online are dissecting Stevenson's every word and past performances, fueling hype and controversy. The clash of styles promises fireworks, and the near brawl at the media event shows just how much tension is brewing. This fight is shaping up to be a battle of brains, speed, and explosive moments.
Fighter, Shakur is an incredible fighter. Shakur has a really high boxing IQ and a very... Shakur coming out with it's gonna be a good fight. I'd like to see it.
Eddie Hearn's observation perfectly captures the raw tension in high-stakes boxing confrontations. Even a composed fighter can show cracks when provoked, and the Stevenson-Lopez press conference had similar explosive energy. Fans on social media were quick to react, debating whether the near brawl was genuine frustration or psychological gamesmanship. This kind of pressure tests mental strength as much as physical ability. It's clear that pre-fight encounters are a chessboard of intimidation, ego, and strategy, and moments like this set the tone for an electrifying, unpredictable fight night.
The push was, we've seen worse, you know what I mean? But lively, and what followed actually was one of the few times that I've seen Anthony Joshua unravel, if you like. Because normally he's very composed, but you can't be composed when a man's talking to you like that.
Timothy Bradley Jr. isn't mincing words. This fight will be a brutal test for Shakur Stevenson. Lopez's speed, athleticism, and natural power make him a dangerous opponent at any level, and Bradley's analysis reinforces that. Fans online are buzzing about the intensity of this matchup, highlighting how Stevenson's precision and IQ will be pushed to the limit. The near brawl at the press conference shows both fighters' fiery temperaments, suggesting that this isn't just a technical fight, it's a psychological battle too. Every punch, every feint, and every move will be magnified under the spotlight, making this one of the most anticipated clashes in recent memory.
It's not gonna be an easy damn fight for Shakur Stevenson. No, it ain't gonna be an easy fight. Nope. After studying freaking Lopez yesterday, man, look, that athleticism that he...
Keyshawn Davis gives an inside look at the intense amateur roots between Stevenson and Lopez, showing just how deep this rivalry runs. Knowing each other since teens adds layers of respect, tension, and rivalry to the matchup. Fans on social media are hyped, dissecting past fights and predicting strategies. The press conference nearly erupted into a brawl because both fighters' competitive spirits are so raw, fueled by years of knowing each other's strengths and weaknesses. This isn't just another pro fight, it's the culmination of decades of shared history, and both men are fully aware that reputations and pride are on the line.
Well, these dudes very well. Had talked about this shit before it was actually official, and I'm like, cool. You know this nigga can fight, right? Cool, like, nah, bro, I know, bro. You know what I'm saying? So, like, we all excited about the fight, bro. Like, we all know what's at stake. Like, we've been knowing Teofimo since we was 12 or 13 years old in amateurs, bro. Like, we all been winning nationals together. Now we're pro having to fight each other, so.
Amir Khan lays it out perfectly. Lopez is a complete, explosive fighter who can rise to any challenge, and Stevenson will have to elevate his game to match him. Fans online are debating every prediction, and the near brawl at the press conference added fuel to this fire, showing just how personal and intense this rivalry has already become. Lopez's history against elite opponents like Lachenko proves he thrives under pressure, while Stevenson's precision, ring IQ, and adaptability will be tested like never before. Social media is exploding with fight simulations, debate threads, and hype clips, all analyzing who can adjust faster once the bell rings. This fight isn't just about athleticism, it's about strategy, mental toughness, and composure under extreme heat, and both fighters are aware that only one will leave with their pride fully intact.
The fight between Stevenson and Lopez, what a fight. Who wins that? Lopez. You think Stevenson? Lopez is a very good fighter, bro. I've trained with him, I've heard him on the pod, he bangs hard, he's a good all-round boxer, slick. A lot of people don't give him the credit for how good of a boxer he is. Look, he's the type of guy I know about Lopez is that when he has to turn it up, he turns it up. And I think with someone like Shakur, he will have to turn it up big time. And obviously Shakur, we've not really seen him in the deep end. Look at Lopez, he's fought the likes of Lomachenko. He's beaten some great names on the way, man.
Teddy Atlas perfectly captures the unpredictability and intrigue surrounding Stevenson versus Lopez. While he cautiously notes reservations about style clashes, he emphasizes that both fighters bring elite skill sets to the table, capable of creating explosive moments in the ring. Fans on social media are already debating whether this fight will be a technical masterclass or a high-octane showdown, dissecting each fighter's strengths, weaknesses, and past performances. The recent press conference chaos, where tempers flared and a near brawl erupted, only adds fuel to the fire, highlighting the intensity and personal stakes of this matchup. Stevenson's precise defensive IQ and Lopez's aggressive athleticism set the stage for a dramatic confrontation. Analysts are projecting a clash where strategy, timing, and adaptability will determine the outcome, not just brute strength. This fight is poised to be both a spectacle and a test of boxing mastery, and Teddy's insight underscores the high stakes for both men.
I don't know if it will. I mean, style-wise, I can see you having a little reservations, you know, whether or not these guys will make for dynamite, they will make, you know, for electricity. I don't know if they will, but I tell you what they will make for. Two skillful fighters, two talented fighters, you know, two fighters that are at a high skill level that will compete.
Connor Ben breaks down the mental chess of this fight, highlighting the psychological warfare simmering between Stevenson and Lopez. While he openly supports Lopez, he acknowledges Stevenson's higher pound-for-pound ranking and undeniable skills, making this matchup a fascinating contrast of styles and confidence. Social media discussions echo Ben's observations, dissecting Lopez's power, agility, and proven ability at higher weight classes against Stevenson's ring IQ, precision, and tactical adaptability. The near brawl at the press conference demonstrates just how tense and personal this rivalry has become, with both fighters fully aware that this fight is about pride as much as skill. Ben also notes the challenge Stevenson faces moving up in weight, and Lopez's attitude that he won't be intimidated plays into the dynamic. Every punch, feint, and counter will be scrutinized, and fans are ready to witness a high-level clash where preparation, strategy, and raw talent collide in a thrilling showdown.
I think he's in a hard fight. Well, it's not a taxing fight. He's in a complex fight in terms of boxing, but he's not in a
Playing devil's advocate, obviously, as a journalist as well, you look at pound-for-pound rankings and Shakur is a lot higher. I know you don't like Shakur, but do you not have respect for what he could do against Teofimo Lopez? Because you've dismissed him there, Connor.
No, I don't not like Shakur. I like Shakur. I'm just insulted he thinks he can come up to my weight and feel like he can just make it easy work. Or come up to my weight then. I don't not like him. I think he's a funny guy. I think he's...
The tension is sky high, and there's no telling what will happen when Stevenson and Lopez finally step into the ring. From the near brawl at the press conference to the mind games, social media is buzzing. Fans are choosing sides, and analysts are breaking down every angle. Stevenson's defensive genius versus Lopez's aggressive power sets the stage for a fight that could redefine both careers. This isn't just a matchup, it's a chess game at 140 pounds with fireworks waiting to explode. You don't want to miss a single moment of it. Now it's your turn. Who do you think will dominate the ring? Will Stevenson's IQ and precision outclass Lopez, or will Lopez's raw aggression take over? Comment your predictions below, smash that like button, and make sure you subscribe for full fight coverage, analysis, and updates.